Imagine driving a car without GPS. After some time, you will get lost because you don't know where you're going. And imagine this keeps going on and on and on. And after 10 years, you end up at the exact same place where you started from. This would, of course, make no sense because you wanted to be somewhere, but not at the very same spot. So basically, you just wasted 10 years of your whole life. Having a GPS means in life having goals for yourself. Because with goals, like with a GPS, you will know where you envision yourself to end up. If you have no GPS, if you have no goals in life, you will end up nowhere. That's why if you have no goals in life, in 10 years, you'll be driving what you don't want to drive, you'll be wearing what you don't want to wear, you'll be living where you don't want to live, and you'll be what you don't want to be. That's why I'm going to show you the best way, state of the art, of setting your goals today. And we have such a great opportunity to make this even better, for you to even imagine your goals even better, which means in turn that you will be more likely to achieve those goals. So I'm going to show you with the help of AI how we can set our goals, envision our goals, and achieve those goals in a lot less time, because you will know where you want to end up. Make sure to watch till the end of the video, because I will give you a special bonus just for you. So what we're going to create is called a vision board. And here you can see it. It's basically your most important goals envisioned into images for you to see always in front of you, and have a vision board. So this board of your different goals always in front of you, so you will always know where you're heading. Let's get started. So as I mentioned, this is what we're going to create, our vision board. So for example, you could have your dream house here, a skill you want to acquire like public speaking, your dream car, whether you want to make a lot of money, whether you have some kind of fitness goal, like winning a boxing match, or just losing some weight, some family goals, some relationship goals. And I just put this quote in here so it looks a bit nicer. So what we're gonna use, the tools, we're gonna use Midjourney to create these images. We're gonna use Inside Face Swap to swap the faces from the Midjourney images with our own face. We're gonna use Canva for creating this collage of images. And then optionally, I'm gonna show you my special bonus. So first, you of course have to think about what kind of goals are important to you. These could be related to sports and fitness. For example, losing some weight or being in a specific body shape. Then you could have family goals, relationship goals. You could have certain pets. You could have a dream house that you always wanted to have. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to buy some stuff with money you're making if you are self-employed or an entrepreneur. And if you're making money online, so you could have a dream car, a dream watch, specific clothing you like designer clothes or something else. Or we could have different skills like public speaking, whether you imagine yourself to be a photographer, or you like yoga and meditation, whether you want to practice a martial art or play an instrument, whatever the case may be. First, you have to define what those goals are for you. Once you know that, we can go over to the prompts. So what you have to write down is what you want to look like with the clothing, what kind of emotions you want to display on the images, and how you will appear physically, like whether you're muscular or lean. And then the second aspect would be what is in addition on the image, for example, a car with you, or you in front of the house, or you with your family. So if you know all this, then we can go over to Midjourney and create different images. For example, in my case, I chose the emotion happy. I chose my appearance because I'm bald, then I'm muscular, then I'm wearing a suit. I also wrote the person should be looking at the camera. Of course, it's not always 100% accurate. You always have to try out different stuff. And holding two happy and laughing children. The image should be full body. Of course, as you can see, it's not completely full body. And some other characteristics. And this is the image it generated, as you know, with Midjourney. Once you have this image and whatever other image, for example, with the public speaking, then we can go on to doing the face swaps. Whenever there's a face, we can replace this face with our own face, so that our vision board becomes even more ingrained into us, what we are going to achieve. We are going to see already us in a position achieving our goals. So in order to make this a bit easier with the Midjourney prompt, I made a special PDF just for you, which I call the Chat-GPT for Midjourney prompts. You can find the link to this free PDF in the description down below. So what it is, you simply copy all this text here, till the very end and then just paste it into ChatGPT, and you only have to adapt everything that is highlighted here in green, and then you can press enter and ChatGPT will generate the Midjourney prompts just for you. So this is what it looks like. I pasted all this text in here and I just adopted here my appearance. I wrote down hairstyle bald, beard yes, clothing in a suit, facial features. You could also just like completely remove this, doesn't really matter. You can put in your eye color, your body shape, and if you have any further details or just list something new, if you think there needs to be something else, then just do that. And then the last thing after this sentence, just put what should be seen on the image. So you can just use me because we described what we look like. So ChatGPT will replace me with our description of what we look like and whatever else should be shown on the image. So for example, a Lamborghini. Then you just press enter and then it will give you these Midjourney prompts. Sometimes, especially if you're using ChatGPT 3.5, it doesn't always generate that good of prompts, but then you could just regenerate. And for example, if I look back on the first iteration, it didn't look that great, for example, with the aspect ratio. So I let it regenerate. And with Midjourney, as you know, we usually pass in the parameter with AR, so this worked this time a lot better. So sometimes you just have to try out a bit of stuff. Ideally, you would also be using ChatGPT 4 because it works a lot better also, but ChatGPT 3.5 is also totally fine. So let's actually take this as an example. Let's put it into Midjourney. And while this is generating, let's quickly go back to ChatGPT. And if you now, for example, had the prompts for the Lamborghini, so I always let ChatGPT generate 5 prompts. If you want more prompts for the Lamborghini, just say, give me 10 more. Or if you're done with the Lamborghini, for example, and now you want to be seen with pets, with some dogs, you could just write, now give me 10 prompts for me with 2 dogs. And as you can see, ChatGPT will again replace me with what we look like, an athletic bald gentleman surrounded by the warmth of 2 loyal dogs. Let's also have a look at what Midjourney will generate for us. And as you can see, with our earlier prompt of the bald man in front of a Lamborghini, we have here some nice images that we can choose from. Pretty funny that this guy has green eyes. If we don't like them, of course, we can regenerate them, adopt the prompt a little bit, or do variations and also give it a slightly different prompt, or just use the same prompt, and Midjourney will just generate similar looking images for you. So after this is generated, I will go ahead and generate some of my own images so that I can then show you how to do the face swaps. And as you can see here, we now have a bald guy with 2 dogs. I would probably put in the keyword full body shot because I would prefer it more. Just an overview. Here you can see what I did, for example, for the family. So a bald guy with 2 children. And I used this image. If we double click on this and have a look at the image, have a look at his face. And now let's have a look at the image I generated with the face swap. So this is my face, which is pretty cool, I have to say. So let me show you how to do this. For this, we will create a new server, create my own, let's say for me and my friends. Let's call it swap server. And into this chat, we have to invite the so-called inside face swap bot. For this, we will use this link and it will ask you whether you want to add the inside face bot to one of our servers. Make sure that you have selected the correct server here. Swap server, then continue, authorize. All right, seems like it worked. And now, as you can see here, we have the inside face swap. So you will find also this link down in the description. So it's easy for you to copy and paste this into the browser where you're logged in with your Discord, and then just press enter and it will then just automatically ask you for inviting it to your server. Then we will have to tell the bot what our face looks like. And for this, we're going to use this command save ID. So / save ID as it's already suggested here. And we will have to give it 2 parameters. Let's call the ID name just face, and then we can upload the face here. And this is the image I'm going to use, my face. Let's press open and then you just press enter. And after you have pressed enter, for example, I gave this ID face 2, then inside face swap will just say ID name face 2 created. So once you've set your ID, you can simply upload an image here on Discord as a regular message. you just press on here, press on upload a file, then select the car image, for example, this image, then you press open and then you hit enter. I've already sent this as a message, that's why I'm not gonna do it again. But once this is sent as a message, you right click on it, go down to apps and then press on InSwapper, which will show a message, and within 1 or 2 seconds you will get your new image with your face swapped. And then you just press on open browser and you make a right click, save image as, and then you save your image. And you repeat this step of uploading the next file, for example the dog image here, press enter again, then do right click again, apps and InSwapper, and then you will get the dog image with your face swap into it. One thing I have to mention is that this inside face swap bot will only allow you to generate a limited amount of images per day. So as you can see here, for example, you have 50 credits per day, and by this point I already used 15, and each image takes 3 credits to generate. That means you can only generate 16 images per day. Just be aware of that. Otherwise, if you run out of images, you would have to create a new Discord account, create a new server again, and invite the inside face swap bot into this new server again. And then you have again 16 new images you can generate on this day. Otherwise, if you run out of credits, you can get the pro version of them and you will have access to more credits. So just to give you a brief overlook of what the images I created, for example, the family image, a public speaking image, a dog image, relationship image, some money making image, a dream house image, dream car image, and a specific fitness goal of attaining a certain body shape and doing boxing. Now that we generated the images from Midjourney and then did the face swap for each image, next we will put them all together into a collage of images in Canva, which is completely free to use. Just for your information, I put down here the different dimensions for posters. So if you want to print them out, for example, your collage of images, you could have a look at this table here and determine which dimension would make the most sense for you to create in Canva. I would just advise you to go with the largest one, and you will save this image later on, and then you can still decide on how you want to use the image. So for that, note that this first number is always the width and then always the height. And in this case, it's millimeters. So let's go to Canva. So now here on Canva, I'm already logged in, as you can see, but you can create a free account with your email, or you can just use your Google account. And then it's very simple. We click over here, create a design, go down here to custom size. And as I said, we have the custom dimensions. And since I want this collage to be in horizontal mode, not in portrait mode, I switched the numbers, so the width should be bigger than the height. Then we press on create new design, and here we are, we have a black canvas. Then we're just gonna import all our images. We go over here to uploads, and then you would go here to upload files, and then you could select all your images and then just open them. They will then automatically be imported on Canva, and then it's very simple. You just click on the image and put the image wherever you want them to go. And sometimes it might happen that you have a black border here, for example. Then it's very simple here. You just drag this down. As you can see, also here at the bottom, the black border, we just drag this a bit up, and then the black border is removed. I will now go ahead and place the images, and will show you how I did it with the text in the end. So this is now how I placed all the images. I will put a dark background here because I don't like this in white. I will go here to elements, then scroll all the way to rectangle, and then I will just press on here. Then I will change this color to black. I will let it take up all the space, and then just do a right click, layer, show layers, and then just drag this all the way to the bottom. And as you can see, now we have the black background here. And now I just want to add a quote. And for this, I really like this glow. I wrote down a couple of motivational quotes for your inspiration. Use them as you want. Of course, you can also come up with your own. So for example, success is a choice. You could put on your collage, or make it happen, or whatever you like. So I'm gonna say, as I speak, comma, new line, I create. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger. So I want as I speak in one line, and I create also in one line. And then let's just make it a bit smaller so we can fit it into the black space. Let's drag it over here. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Perfect. Now we have our final image, and we can just press on here, share, and then press on download. We can either download it as PNG or JPEG. I would go for JPEG since we have no transparent background, and then the JPEG is usually a bit smaller in size and file size than PNG. And then you trim simply press here on download. And here we are. This is our final image, and you can use it as your desktop background. You can print it out and hang it in front of your desk. You can put it on a poster on a free website like Printful or Gelato, and you will always have your goals directly in front of you. Thank you for watching.